Hi guys and gals, Froggy here. This is going to be a little video about a comparison, a financial comparison, and how to do it to fill these SodaStream bottles yourself using a tank, a large capacity tank, instead of sending them in the mail or going to Target or Walmart and buying the refill thing. So anyway, this is a quick and dirty analysis, and if you want to make comments on my assumptions, you can do that. These are just assumptions. Your prices will vary from store to store, from state to state. Anyway, just to run it down real quick, start with two empty bottles. They're called 60L, 60 liter. That's supposed to be how many liters of liquid that you can carbonate. It's not, obviously, it's not 60 liters that fluid that it contains. So two bottles at $35 a bottle. I bought a 20-pound tank, shipped to my door for $200. Cost me $38 to fill the tank. I had to buy a valve set. This is the valve set. Okay. $35 for the valve set. Fills, if you go to Walmart or Target, or you can do those mail order things, I'm assuming about $18 a fill. Could be more, could be less, but that's my assumption. Probably more, if anything. 12 fills in the first year, okay? So 12 times 18 is 216, plus you had to buy the two bottles. They come already full, okay, so there's a little bit of an adjustment there, but I'm not going to worry about. $286 cost you for the first year. The assumption is that one of these little bottles will last you about a month. Okay, if you have a big family, it could be a two a month. If you're one person alone, it could be one every 2 months. So these are all adjustments. Now, this side with the large tank, 12 fills didn't cost you anything because you already paid for everything up front. And one of these things full should last somewhere between 1 year and 2 years. So somewhere between 12 and 24 fills of the small bottle. If somebody knows a detail on that, please put it down in the comments, okay? So 12 fills, total cost for the first year, $343 versus $286, okay? Now, year two, it's going to cost you 12 times 18, 216, 216, 216. All right, up 5 years. There's your total for 5 years. This one, second year, you already own everything, so you just go to your welding shop or Praxair or Airgas or one of those places, and you get it filled. 38, 38, 38, 38. So 5 year total, $495 versus $1150. Now, to add to this, your time and your travel to go to a store, unless you do the mail order exchange, then your price is probably going to be higher than that per bottle if you do the mail order exchange. But I don't know. This one, there is no cost there. So I like doing stuff myself, and that is a pretty decent savings over 5 years. And even the first year, it costs you a little bit more, but then you own all that stuff. So I would say, it looks to me, you break even on the second year, and then you're money ahead on year 3, 4, 5. At the end of 5 years, you can get that bottle, you can get that recertified, so you don't have to buy another one every 5 years. So if you go out 10 years, this works out even better. It's really just the price of the fills once a year. So now I'm going to show you how to fill it. This is, let's see, I'm weighing the bottle before and after. Zero. All right, and this is grams, I would say. So about 684 grams empty. Okay. Now, as far as how this all operates, I'm not going to demonstrate that. I'm just going to do it. So I'm not telling you what order to open and close valves or anything like that. I don't want anybody to hurt themselves. There are a few other videos on YouTube that will show you exactly how to do that. But this is mostly a financial analysis rather than how to fill the bottles. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and fill this bottle. Well, the first thing I will tell you is that it matters how you have these valves pointed, because I had this one pointed down and it was hitting the tank. So orient them this way. I will tell you that much. Well, it looks like I'm exceeding my little kitchen scale here. I think it's going to go over 1,000 grams, which is probably exceeding. So I'll try and figure out buy a better scale, or figure out how to show you how much liquid CO2 I end up in this. But for right now, it's, well, what was it? 840. So 100 and, it's probably quite a bit more than 160 grams, but I'm not sure. Anyway, this is heavier. I filled it. Nothing bad happened. Give me a thumbs up or a like if this helps you out. Subscribe to my channel if you want more from Froggy. Ring the bell if you want notifications. And one other thing, one trick that I did come across is that if you freeze that or put it in the freezer for about an hour before you do the fill, you tend to get more liquid CO2 in there, because when it's warm and the liquid CO2 goes in there, it's possible that there's a restriction, I guess, in the flow of the liquid into the bottle. Not sure, but somebody else can put it down in the comments if they know more than I do about it. Anyway, be safe, have fun. Froggy out. Bye-bye. Yeah, I just looked at the instructions on the scale, and it's supposed to only go up to 750 grams, and actually it went over that by about 100 grams, but this is just not going to measure a full bottle of this, which is probably, take a wild guess, 1,500 grams maybe. I'm not sure. But I'll get a better scale and I'll shoot some more. Okay? Bye. I think this information on the bottle means that the net weight of the contents is about 410 grams. So we easily got, I don't know, a couple hundred grams in there, and maybe close to 350. I don't know. I'm really just guessing right now. But I'll get a better scale. Okay? Bye. Hi, I'm adding this to the end. The lighting is not great now. It's dark outside, so I hope it comes out. But anyway, this has been in the freezer for about 3 hours, so it's supposed to work better this way. I attached the valving, crank this down, opens up. Okay, it opens up. It's like pushing down that little plunger on the top there. And I opened this up and let out a little bit of gas that was left. Closing that. This is closed, this is closed, this is closed. I'm opening up the tank. Always do these slow, okay? So that's only pressurizing this little bit right here. So I'm going to crack this. This is closed. Crack this. It's going to go into the bottle. I should see pressure on the gauge. Do this very slow again. You really want to go by the sound of it. I don't know if you can hear that or not. Look at the pressure. Okay. That's not on tight enough. That's why that happened. Okay, now I tightened it on there some more. And opening this up again, slow, looking at the pressure. I think you can hear that. You see the pressure is going up towards the green. So this has a siphon tube in it. So the pressure is pushing down on the liquid. The liquid's coming up the siphon tube and out there. So we're transferring liquid, right? Better make sure this doesn't fall off my bench. And basically, I think it's probably already full now. It stops transferring when the pressure equalizes. In other words, there's not enough pressure left in this tank to put anything more in that tank. All right, so that's done. Okay, so shut it off here. Open this up. I'm doing this one hand, so, sorry, it looks a little funny. Opening this up closes this bottle here because it's got a plunger thing, all right? So I'm going lefty-loosey, right? I really need two hands. Give me a sec. All right, so lefty-loosey. This is all the way closed now, but there's still pressure in this line here. So we got to let this pressure out of this line. First off, before we do anything, close this big tank. Even though I had this closed, I still want to close the big tank. Now we'll let out some pressure in the line. There won't be much, just this little skinny line. Slowly. Whoop. I hit it a little bit too. I hit it a little too open, a little too much. Now, there's always a possibility if this didn't shut, you could be bleeding out this whole tank. I'm not saying that's going to happen. There. Okay. Now this is empty. This is closed. Now I'm going to close this again and disconnect the bottle. And that's it. Now I'm just going by my own scale, if you want to call it. This feels heavier than the other one that I did that was warm. So I think this is really full, almost 400 grams. But like I said, I'll get a better scale and I will do this once again for you and show you the different weights. Okay? Froggy out. Bye.